Growing concerns over shifting U.S. security priorities have prompted a coalition of European nations to quietly devise a plan to deploy troops to Ukraine, potentially supporting any future peace agreement with Russia. The United Kingdom and France are leading these discussions, although specifics remain unclear. The countries involved are cautious, wary of giving Russian President Vladimir Putin any strategic advantage if he agrees to peace negotiations. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky seeks assurances for his nation's security until peace takes hold. While NATO membership remains Ukraine's preferred option, the U.S. has effectively ruled out that possibility for now. I won't get into specific capabilities, but if peace is achieved, Ukraine will need security guarantees, and the UK is ready to play its part, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer said in a guarded statement on Thursday. The initiative gained momentum over the past year, especially amid fears that former U.S. President Donald Trump might attempt an independent deal with Putin. The role of the United States in any such operation remains uncertain. European leaders explore options. In December, European leaders, including Zelensky and NATO Secretary-General Mark Rutte, met in Brussels to advance the discussion. Participants included officials from Britain, Denmark, France, Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, Poland, and key EU representatives. The talks build on an idea initially proposed by French President Emmanuel Macron in early 2024. Though met with skepticism at first, Macron's concept of potential troop deployment has since gained traction. However, questions persist: who would contribute troops? What would their mission entail? And what would the force look like in practice? Italy faces constitutional constraints, the Netherlands requires parliamentary approval, and Germany's position may shift following upcoming elections. Poland remains cautious due to historical tensions with Ukraine. We are in a very early stage, Estonian Defense Minister Hanno Pevkur said during the Munich Security Conference. The level of troop deployment will depend on the intensity of the conflict when peace talks eventually materialize. Beyond traditional peacekeeping, experts stress the need for a robust, combat-ready force rather than a lightly armed peacekeeping unit. Retired U.S. General Ben Hodges warned that Russia would likely test any security presence. It must be a formidable force with air power, land forces, drones, and missile defense capabilities, Hodges said. Anything less would be vulnerable. Former French General Dominique Trinquant echoed this sentiment, noting that UN-style peacekeepers are typically deployed to more stable regions and would take a year to assemble. Additionally, ongoing training for Ukrainian troops and investment in defense infrastructure are essential, according to Latvian Defense Minister Andris Spreds. Estimating troop requirements. Ukraine has reportedly requested a force of 100,000 to 150,000 troops, while other estimates suggest a contingent of 30,000 to 40,000. European military capacity limitations might make a larger deployment impractical. French President Macron has dismissed the notion of a massive force as far-fetched, advocating instead for a measured, carefully planned approach. Meanwhile, U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth emphasized that any European mission should remain non-NATO to avoid escalating tensions with Russia. He also clarified that American troops would not be deployed. Ukrainian officials, however, remain unconvinced about the viability of a Europe-only mission, insisting that U.S. involvement is crucial to ensuring security. Stay updated with Wirenet International News. As the situation develops, the path to peace in Ukraine remains uncertain, with European forces potentially playing a pivotal role. For ongoing coverage of this critical issue and more, be sure to subscribe to Wirenet International News.